The rarest pet on Grow a Garden is the Disco Bee. But is it really that OP? I'll be starting over with an army of 8 Disco Bees, and I'll even be giving away 2 of them in this video. So hit that subscribe button and comment down below your Roblox username. We're back on the infamous bacon hair, and we are going to be using 8 Disco Bees. That's right, I hatched a lot of eggs, but you don't need to see that because you understand the pain. But now there's even more pain where I need to go ahead and buy 8 pet slots on a fresh account. There's 3, 4, and 5. We can officially go ahead and place all of our Disco Bees down now, and they're all stuck in the floor. Get up! And now it's looking like an absolute party. I am so excited to see how fast we can actually climb using Disco Bees. And you know what? Since I have spare Robux, let's see if we can go ahead and get a super seed. Very, very, very low chances here, but we've gotten our first seed, which is an apple seed. And apart from that, it's not really looking that good, is it? 195 Robux left after this. 99 Robux left. This is our last attempt. Boom, 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 boom. No super seed in sight. Well, we did get an apple seed, so we can place that down. And if we run over to the shop, we have 7,500 already. Bro is already looking at me, thinking, how have I got that cash on 0 hours played? Well, Sam, unfortunately, there's nothing in stock, but we can grab... Do we grab some tomatoes? I guess we skip to tomatoes, but whilst they grow, let's get some disco carrots just to see how much those sell for. So let's go ahead and place all of these down here. Let's place 2 tomatoes down, 1 and 2, and let's also water them as well. So let's do 5 on each. Whoops, we didn't have 10. We only used the pack. But hey, 50% grown on this one, 50% grown on this one. And you know what? We should add a timer on the screen just so you see how long it takes to become rich with an army of the new rarest pets in the game. And there it is, timer on the screen. So let's go ahead and start it. So right now, the apple's 6% and all of these carrots are done. Obviously, carrots are like instant. But if we check our tomatoes, 60% and 75. I could actually go ahead to Big Sis Eloise and see if there's any watering cans. I can't remember the cost on them. So Eloise, what do you have? Show me the gear shop. And watering cans are 50k. Whoops, that was stupid. Told you I've turned into a noob again, as we only have carrots. Well, the tomato will slowly grow. And in the meantime, let's click one of the bees and view them. So every 20 minutes, there's a 12% chance for a nearby fruit to become disco. So fingers crossed, we can get some disco carrots. I know that's probably a waste, but sometimes you gotta see the cheapest fruit, or should I say vegetable, getting some mutations. Oh, and the seed shop reset. So let's go ahead and check what's in stock. Carrots, we don't need any more. Tomatoes, anything else? No legendaries. Cactus at 15,000. If only we had some disco fruit. Not like this. But in roughly 15 minutes, they should all attempt to turn fruit disco. Come on, bees. Show me why you're the rarest. One more reset on the shop. And bamboo. Okay. We can grab 1 bamboo. And that's it. I probably should pick up all the carrots just so they don't actually mutate them. I take it back. I want to make money. I really wish I could have afforded those cactuses. But Steven, how much is this going to sell for? Here we go. 224. Well, at least we got a bamboo on the way. And I believe in around 6 minutes, because it took a while to set up the timer, these disco bees should be going to work. And there's actually currently more disco bees than plants we have down. So fingers crossed we get a disco bamboo. How hype would that be? Oh, and it started to rain. So that means things should be growing faster. And these bees, I love how they're all in sync as well, by the way, should be working very, very soon. And let's just sit here and watch the bees in action. Come on, it should be very soon. And here we go. It tried do it to the bamboo. Wait, they're all going. Yes! Applied it to bamboo, tomato. Oh boy, this is going crazy. Look at these disco tomatoes. They're kind of failing on them, but we've only gone ahead and got important 2 fruits, which are disco. One being the bamboo, which I'll pick up, and the second one being, I can't grab it, this tomato here. This is how we're having to grab it. So let's get this, and let's run on over to the one and only Steven. Look at my giant lightsaber. It actually looks like a weapon. But hey, Steven, I am now going to be selling my inventory, and how much is that going to be? 780k. Disco bees are OP. Let's go. This is why they're the rarest pet, and this is why we can now buy, oh boy, there's nothing in stock. We can go ahead and get some daffodils, and perfect, we've got 7 of these. So let's go ahead and place all of these down here and wait for the disco bees again. Come on, bees. Only 2 out of 6 actually hit. Work harder, dance harder, and give me more disco fruit. If only I had more bamboo. Oh, we got a bee swarm. It's already gone ahead and pollinated a lot of our fruit, a lot of our tomatoes, and wait a second, pollinated and wet tomato. This could be big. On the next disco wave, there could be a lot. Let's go ahead and check seeds again, and unfortunately, there's nothing good. And I don't really want to fill my garden up with junk, just because the bees will target the wrong thing. And thank you, normal bee. I hope you're not intimidated by all these disco bees, because these guys have the swag, but they just work very slowly. Disco mutation goes crazy, though. We really need more bamboo. And my apple tree's on 77. So now that I have the cash, I can actually go ahead and buy some watering cans. This is just such a long run. Eloise, I'm running to you in the rain. How romantic. You best give me a discount. Oh, it stopped raining. You knew exactly what you were doing. Let's go ahead and open the gear shop, and let's buy 3 sets of watering cans. And also, one thing we never do is look at the daily quests. And if we get blueberries and carrot seeds, we could get 2 seed packs. So I'm actually going to go ahead and do that. I feel like a lot of people forget about those 3 seed packs. So we're on a carrot grind, and also we need some blueberries as well. I'm really hoping the disco bees don't go for the blueberries. I'll put the blueberries over here, and then we'll quickly pick up all the carrots once they are done. And they're pretty much instant. So we've gotten all of those. Bro just missed the pollination. I already picked it up. But hey, get rid of these carrots. Steven, take them all. 395 bucks. Not bad. And we've got a giant blueberry bush. Look at this. What? That is insane. The disco bees are definitely going to be attracted to that. But hey, on the bright side, all of our tomatoes are pretty much pollinated, and quite a lot of the daffodils as well. And the blueberries are almost already grown. This is absolutely perfect. Let's go. And what I need to do is collect all the blueberries as well, so I really don't want disco blueberries. No, it pollinated one. Oh, no, never mind. There was one lone daffodil you could have picked, but you picked a blueberry. Well, let's keep collecting blueberries, and I think that's all of them so far. So as always, I am going to spam sell just in case there's anything juicy in the shop. There's more blueberries, more carrots, which we can get, and let's keep going. Anything else? No more bamboo? That is a shame. And stop pollinating my blueberries. Let me keep collecting them, and let me place more carrots. So in a few more shop resets, we should complete the daily quest. Perfect. And I'm going to check the progress in a second. What's the apple tree on? 99%. Wait, we're actually flying. 30 minutes in, and we are cooking with gas. So Steven, I'm going to visit you a lot today, but thank you for the cash. I'm going to run over to the garden and try finish these dailies. And what I'm going to quickly do is run over to Eloise, and then the shop should reset very shortly. Oh, it's just reset. So how many blueberries did I need to pick? Show me daily quests, and we need to harvest 100. So I guess we'll actually go ahead and buy, oh, wait a second, pumpkins. I'll grab that. And apart from that, more carrots, and I guess more blueberries. So we're back in the garden. This might slow us down, planting so many blueberries, but I think the seed pack should help us overall. So here we go, placing more carrot seeds down, place the pumpkin down, and place 3 more blueberries. Perfect. So let's keep collecting these, and hopefully we finish very soon. Also, the bees are due to dance in a couple of minutes. Again, we've got a giant blueberry bush. And another one! What is going on? Why are they so big? They're actually taking over my garden. It's gonna cover the tomato tree. Not like this, bro. Look, our bacon hair. It's gone. And we are officially invisible. But these blueberry trees are honestly insane. Why? Why have you done this, game? I don't like blueberries. They don't sell for much at all. But hey, as long as we can harvest 100, we can do the honors of getting the shovel out and destroying these giant bushes. Wait a second. Do I even want to destroy this? This is low-key key. Quite cool. What? It's like a house. Also, we do actually need to harvest these apples for the third daily quest. We can't forget that. And we are flying through these blueberries, though. This big bush just does not want to grow any, though. Bigger is not better unless it's a giant pet. And let's go ahead and buy more carrots. Here we go. And corn takes too long to grow. So let's skip the corn. And hopefully, nope, there's nothing else good. And finally, the big bush is growing a blueberry. But I guess since you've seen this before, I'm just going to wait it out until I've gathered 100 blueberries. And let's quickly do the carrots again. And would you look at that? A giant blueberry from the giant bush. Yoink. And wait a second. It's applying it to the blueberries. Failed on the daffodils. Failed on the daffodil again. No. What's Bo trying? Failed on the tomato. Failed on the daffodil. Come on, disco bees. Was that all of them? There is no way. All of them just failed. We didn't get one disco. Oh, we got a disco on the apple. You know what? We take those. Let's compare the price of a normal apple versus a disco apple. So it's a 2.2 kg apple. And the next closest one I have is 2.1. So this apple, I want to sell this. 248. Disco apple, I want to sell this. Come on, what are you going to be? 31,000. What? That's a W. And let's check the seeds whilst we're here. And it's not for another minute. It is a shame that the disco bees tried on blueberries and even failed. But hey, these will be gone very soon. Hey, and you completed quest harvest. So I think that is 100 blueberries. So let's see with these carrots if we can actually go ahead and finish the quest. Yes, we have. You completed quest plants. So we don't need to buy carrots anymore. We can go ahead and sell all of those. So Steven, take my carrots, apples, and blueberries. How much will I get? 10k. Not bad. And we got the carrot connoisseur achievement. So on the daily quest, we have completed the carrot seeds and the blueberries. We just need 14 more apples. And this is the moment I've been waiting for. I will collect the blueberries one last time, but I will happily destroy these plants. And look at the size. That was all one bush. Well, let's break the smaller ones first so you can actually see one blueberry bush was this big. Wait a second. It was all three. There is no way this was all one bush. If I break this, bonk, there was one hidden away here. And bonk. Ah, so much better. Happy days. We just need 14 more apples and then the seed packs. That's when it gets exciting. Moment of truth. Anything in this seed shop. We don't need carrots anymore. But is there any legendaries? Oh, wait. Our first mythical, a coconut seed. And it is raining right now. So this should grow a little bit faster. Let's just use all our watering can on this as well. Wow. That was 1% in 4. 2% in 5. Do I just spam it all the way? Does that work? Let's do it. So 30 watering cans did 6% grown. What? Coconuts just take so long, bro. Why? It's even raining. Not like this. And the bees should be going in a couple of minutes, but I regret not watering this pumpkin. So it's a race against me and the bees. If I can make it back in time to water it. Also, should I keep an eye on the bee shop? If I get any 10 kg plants, I could go ahead and buy a flower pack. I guess we'll see what we get from the daily packs and if it's going to be worth it. So let's buy 3 more watering cans, pick more apples up. Oh, no, wait, we're ready. No, I'm going to have to run back. But this pumpkin is, wait a second, 95, 97. It's raining again and it's on 100. So this pumpkin could sell for a lot if one of these bees want to work their magic on it. But we may as well get this coconut tree up to about 14%. I cannot believe all this water has put it on. Wait, it's on 11. What? 12? Nah, I hate coconut trees for that. But let's see what we get out of the packs. So this is the first time I've actually done this. Let's claim the seed packs. So we've gotten 2 normal seed packs here and they look like this. Okay, let's shake it for good luck. And here we go. What can we actually... Oh, pineapple. Yo, that's a W. Shaking this one for good luck now. What are we gonna get? Here we go. Please. Peach. A peach tree. I didn't even know you could still get these. Garden. Oh, wait. I should have left those apples. Whoops. I was too trigger happy. But let's place a pineapple seed down and also a peach seed. And do these grow faster? Peach on 0. Wait, the same peach twice. We've lost the pineapple, boys. No! This is growing a lot faster. Let's also go go ahead and check the shop again. And there's nothing. It does refresh in 30 seconds though. And these bees should be going very soon. Come on. And here we go. It's been reset. Please have bamboo. I'm begging for bamboo. 2 more pumpkins. Any bamboo? No bamboo. And no divine fruits either. Or prismatics. But I guess we go ahead and place 2 more pumpkins. We place them on top of each other. I want to water them both at the same time. We can't. Let me place it. That'll do. And in a second, these disco bees should be working their magic. And now we can see the pineapple is at 6% and the peach trees at 11. Not bad at all. And here we go. They are starting to pollinate. It failed on the daffodil, failed on the pumpkin. Please hit that pumpkin. Come on. Failed on the tomato. Bro, failed on the tomato again? There's no way. They all can't fail again, right? Failed on the tomato, failed on the daffodil. Are you for real? Are you actually for real? Why are these bees not cooking? They're all fully fed as well. What is happening? Oh, wait. Applied disco to the daffodil. I see you. It was this little bee here. You're the goat. And I'm going to go ahead and see what this pollinated disco daffodil will sell for. Look at that. That actually looks so good. Please be big. So if I sell that individually, that will be 167k. Let's go. And I want to get rid of these blueberries in my inventory. I don't want to see them again. 6,200. What? Were some of them pollinated? That's actually a W. And this pineapple's on 13 and this peach is on 26. I feel like I'm just going to water everything because the disco mutation is just so strong. So here we go. 3 more watering cans and there's nothing else. So back to the garden. Let's water this peach tree. And I feel like spamming them all at the same time doesn't work. Look at this. Slowly but surely. And there we go. 100% on a peach tree. Wait, can you climb this? Yo, that's actually really cool. You can even climb the coconut tree. What I'm going to do is see if I can get both of them at the same time. And it's looking like I can. So let's get these pumpkins grown. And this one's looking huge. What? Okay, this is actually perfect. We've got a giant pumpkin on the way. Let's keep watering this. And then we will water the pineapple. Look at the size of this. I'm losing my voice. What is going on? That is the biggest pumpkin I've ever seen. And since they're both on 90%, I can leave that and start working on this pineapple. And slowly but surely, we are getting this. Remember, slow watering is the key, I feel like. As we're already on 60%. Now 70. Come on. 99. And the pineapple is done. Look at these pumpkins as well. Wait, get chilly. Turn chilled and that'll be clutch. This pumpkin is pretty much bigger than the apple tree. I can't collect the daffodils either. And whilst that fully grows, I'm going to go ahead and see if there's any good seeds. And again, there's bamboo. Yes, I am buying all this bamboo. Perfect. And apart from that, there's nothing else left. 18 bamboo seeds, which we can out. We're going to be rich. We just need a lot of disco bamboo. So let's put it all in a line over here. And wait a second. Is this a giant bamboo? There's 2 golden bamboos. Look at this. We are cooking. Why is this account getting so many giant fruits? I don't think anyone's got a bigger pineapple than that. And I will go ahead and pick up the daffodils because I really want the bees to target this pineapple here. And also some peaches too. How much does a peach sell for? Let's grab that. 2.71 kg. Steven, I brought you a peach. I'm shaking. It's cold. How are you just in a t-shirt? But if I want to sell this, it's going to be 550. Wait, the peaches suck. How much is an apple? This is 4 kg, but let's have a look. Okay, they're better than apples. Woof. I was gonna say peaches are mythicals and apples are legendary. Also, look at all this beautiful bamboo. Look at the size of those two. It's literally looking like New York City over here with this high rise of bamboo. And honestly, for the sake of my disco bees, I should probably collect these tomatoes and then destroy the plants. And wait a second. I thought it was a giant peach, but it turns out it's a giant pineapple. And that is also collect, so it doesn't grow back. But let's get rid of these tomatoes here. 1 and 2. And honestly, we should probably get rid of the apple tree as well. So I'm going to go ahead and grab all of these. Goodbye, apple tree. And how much cash will that all give us? I want to start my inventory. 28k. Not bad. But now we're starting to get an expensive garden. We're 1 hour in and we've got all this bamboo here. And can I climb that big one? Wait a second. Yes, we can. And look at this. They're both identical and you actually float on top. What is going on? We are That's so high up. And let's check the seed shop again. More bamboos, please. No more bamboos. No divines. That doesn't matter. I guess we just wait for a few rotations of the disco bee to see if they can cook. They pretty much got only good plants left, and I will slowly water this coconut tree. Wow, that actually does nothing. One set of water gave me nothing, but 2 sets did. This is so bad. Coconut trees are honestly pain. And after 15 more watering cans, it's on 24%. Now 25, a quarter of the way. Well, we will be rich if all of these turn disco. That's all that matters, right? And this big bamboo here is also chilled. That is why they're slightly different color. Okay. Can I make this jump to my giant pumpkin? I'm nervous. Yeet! Oh, we can't. That is a shame. But I'm very curious to what the weight is on this. We've had giant blueberries, giant pineapples, but even bigger pumpkins. What is going on? And even more bamboos in stock. And that's about it. I'm addicted to bamboo. They actually sell for so much. So let's go ahead and place more down here. And please give me more giant ones. We didn't get as lucky as the last batch, but I still see a big one here. Is that going to be bigger than this one? I have no idea. Let's watch from above. And also, the disco bee should be going very soon. Oh, and it failed on the bamboo. So I'm going to jump down and watch the bees in action. There's another one trying. Oh, it applied it to the bamboo over here. So that's a W. Disco and chilled. I'll grab that. Another one failed. And come on, bees, please. More on the bamboo. Oh, it tried it on the pineapple but failed. And failed on the peach as well. Not like this. And one more attempt. Oh, it failed on the bamboo. 2 of them failed at the same time. And I think that's all of them. So we've gotten another lightsaber. Not a big one. But hey, if we run on over, how much is this worth, Steven? Look at it. Look at how cool that is. Give me a good price, please. I want to sell this. 464k. No biggie. We're nearly at 1 million. Come on, disco bees. And wait a second. We got a disco pumpkin. A disco and wet. Oh, it failed on the big bamboo. Failed on the bamboo again. And I think that's it. But look, disco pumpkin. 10 kg. How much will this be? And look at it. It is pretty big. It's not as giant as this one, but I am curious if this is worth a lot. Oh, I failed on the bamboo and peach as well. I thought we were done, but I guess now we're done. And now we can sell it to Steven. I want to sell this. Nearly 1 million. 764k. This pumpkin here will sell for so much. It is also chilled as well, but that is massive. We take those. Just make it disco. So I decided to AFK for the remainder of the evening. And look what we've come back to. Look at all this disco. And look at these peaches as well. Wait a second. The pineapple. So let's go ahead and pick up the pineapple. One of the pumpkins is done. Let's grab that. And let's compare a pollinated wet peach with a pollinated disco and wet peach. And they're both pretty much the same size. So let's see if these peaches are worth it. Let's run on over here to Steven. And let's sell this first peach. And it's going to be 1.1k. But with the disco mutation, what are you going to be? Moment of truth, 40k. Okay, not bad. Now the moment of truth. Pollinated disco wet pumpkin. How much will this pumpkin be? I want to sell this. Over 700k. We're at 2.4 million. And now it's the moment of truth. Probably the coolest disco fruit we've ever seen. A pineapple. Let's go ahead and sell this. Moment of truth, 5.1 million. The disco bees are crazy. But this peach tree isn't. Wait a second. Pineapples actually grow back. I did not realize that. But what I'm going to do here is grab all of these peaches. I've got to make sure not to collect the giant pineapple. And wait, pineapple's growing back already. That is insane. So let's collect that because it was tiny. And we even got a pollinated shocked wet peach. But apart from that, we have collected all the peaches. And that tree sucks. Bonk. And it's gone. And the coconut's still on 78%. Well, this is insane. I wonder if we'll make 1 billion by picking up the disco bamboos. So let's grab that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. Gold pollinated shocked frozen. Oh boy, that will sell for a lot. But we need the bees to upgrade it. And let's grab this disco one here. Gold pollinated moonlit disco frozen. And we got a lucky harvest off that. Noodle luck is actually so back. So let's place the bamboo seed here. And let's see how much cash we have. So this is the moment of truth. Steven, I want to sell my entire inventory this time. What's it going to be? 16.5 million. But the real question is, will all of this bamboo overnight turn disco? If that turns disco and this pineapple here, we might be able to make $1 billion. Honestly, I am so close to breaking this coconut tree though. I feel like we could become a billionaire from bamboo and disco bees. And I cannot believe how fast pineapples actually grow back. Look at it. It's already back again. But the first one we got was so big. So I'm actually going to grab this pineapple, remind myself how much this was worth. And if it was low, 3.5k, we're going to have to sell you. Or should I say destroy you? So, bonk. I'm honestly debating if we should get rid of this coconut tree. I'm not quite sure what we should do. And it's a new day. I've gone to sleep and we have woken up to all of these disco bamboos. I did go ahead and put a lightning rod here, but there was no thunder in 12 hours. But hey, look at this. Is that our big bamboo? It is. Pollinated celestial moonlit disco frozen. Oh boy, that is going to sell for a lot. We do also have the coconut tree. And wait a second. Am I confused or is that pumpkin rotated? What? Why is this pumpkin rotated here? Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up all of the coconuts to see if that was even worth it. And it looks like we have gotten 1 disco coconut, 2, 3 disco coconuts. And let's go ahead and sell all the coconuts to Steven. And I want to sell my inventory. 372k. All right, shovel. Get rid of this coconut tree. Bonk. And now I think I really want this giant pumpkin. So I'm actually going to go ahead and first of all, test this giant bamboo and see how much this sells for. 1 lightsaber and a dream. I want to sell this. 13 million. Perfect. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to collect pretty much all of the disco bamboos. Just like this. And these are the remainder of our fruits. And moment of truth, how much will just bamboo make us? Steven, are you excited? I'm excited. So I want to sell my inventory and it is 69 million. Is that it? What? I thought it was going to be way more than that. Well, disco bees, you're not actually as OP as everyone thinks. So you know what? There's no point wasting time on this bamboo. Let's just try get this pumpkin disco. And then that's the end of the challenge. How much will 1 pumpkin sell for? Because right now, we have not made that much cash. 3 million off that. Honestly, roses are more OP if you got shocked. And ants. So disco bees, you're the rarest pet in the game. You make the coolest mutation. You're not that good. And would you look at that? All of these disco bees worked on this pumpkin. So remember, Chief, I'm going to pick this up. And how big was this actually? Boom. 33.7 kg. Look at that for a pumpkin. If I jump, you can see that it's even bigger. But Steven, this is the end of my adventure here. I've got this pumpkin to sell. But how much is it worth? 8.2 million. Is that it? 8.2 million? I'm actually going to keep this for the memes. So this army definitely isn't good as 8 of them. But it's definitely cool to have 1 or 2 in your garden. Just to give the disco vibes. And remember, you can win one by hitting that subscribe button.